Oh no, and this is something that I have dreaded. The legendary Superman mirror. Actually, I'm gonna be 100% honest, I like the Superman mirror. I think it's a really interesting zoning game.
I also feel that this is a matchup where you can kind of see which character has the better understanding of the spacing.
Right, and a lot of it comes down to footsies. Also, he's one of the only characters that you really can't just repeat 4-2-3 breath against because he can return with 4-2-3 breath.
Yeah.
So this really becomes a heavy footsies matchup, and the zoning game is so unique because there's a lot of times where you use the zoning like straight laser to gain an advantage, and you instead use straight laser or sweeping laser once they start respecting you, or maybe you just get them in the corner and OTG them until death. And that's Songoku who's doing all of that. Now, Predator is definitely one of the most successful Superman players out there right now. Oh, and whoa, look at all that damage. Goes for the reset, and that's going to be the rest of it.
This is reset after reset. Look at this.
We are like a few seconds into this game, and they both just took their entire life bars within the past, like, 15 of them.
And there it is. Wow.
Literally completely even right now.
Yeah.
Wow, that was, oh, and here we go. Okay, so we saw the pressure version of it. Now this is the zoning version. You see how he's shooting straight lasers? Because straight laser recovers so fast that it automatically gives him an advantage. And that was a very nice whiff punish with down 2. Taking the meterless damage, and oh,
wow, what a punish.
That's the other thing. You can check somebody doing a ground laser with an air laser, but if you do an air laser and they don't do a ground laser, you can jump up and whiff punish it. It's honestly a very complex matchup.
And wow, not even losing any life on a second life bar. Kinetic Predator.
It was essentially a perfect round. If there were rounds in this game.
You're right. You are correct.
Yeah, and that's really impressive because Superman, of course, can force a ton of chip on you. Sweeping lasers, dash punches, there's a lot of options. And finally, we are seeing Songoku make a switch. The first time in this entire tournament. So we're seeing that maybe he actually does play 8 characters.
Okay, so it is going to be Catwoman. And I know a lot of Superman players down here in SoCal who actually really hate this matchup.
Yeah, there are some very unique things about it. And Catwoman has always had a bunch of very unique matchups, mostly because
I love this Catwoman costume. I'm not generally a huge fan of the character, but I love this costume.
It's kind of a classic one, right?
Yep.
Now, the two big things about this matchup. One, her back 3, when she's charging it, goes so low that it actually goes underneath forward 2-3.
Which is a mid. Which is a mid.
Right. It goes under so many mids. And also her backdash goes under everything that he does. A lot of that. So she low profiles him up close, and from far away, he can't throw lasers because she can just jump whip him and get tons of damage.
Yeah, her jump 2 is honestly the tool that helps her fight a lot of zoners. And her backdash, let's talk about that, is also very good.
Right, she crawls away, and she gets so low to the ground that she low profiles a bunch of stuff even if she's not invincible still. Wow, this is looking so good for Songoku.
That was cool as hell. That was really cool. Where's Josh? I know Josh is flipping his lid right now. He loves Catwoman.
Oh yeah, he's going to be stealing all this tech. Oh, nice knockdown. Well, he didn't block the overhead portion of that string.
That is, of course, as soon as I say it, he comes out of the woodwork, huh? Catwoman, huh?
All right, so now we're seeing zoning from Predator, but
jump 2, very nice air to air, and now the combo, no meter. I really love that run over setup.
It is really cool, but right now, oh wow, armor's through, and this it will be the kill if he doesn't break.
No,
but
actually
he flips out, which is essentially breaking. Oh, one underneath the down 2 with her back 3.
Oh, tried to armor, but you cannot armor when Superman is in trade, and there it is.
Wow,
what a switch.
That was exactly what he needed. That was so one-sided. I mean, he was doing great with Superman. He had a really dominant first, maybe 1/3 of that last game.
So here's the thing that I noticed, real quick, sorry to interrupt, but I feel like if you're a Superman player, like Predator, and I'm not saying he doesn't know the matchup, but if you don't know the little nuances with this matchup, with Catwoman, you are going to get blown up. Because you cannot play Superman the way you normally play Superman against almost any other character in the cast.
Oh, and he's hovering over. No, tricking us? Maybe?
What was he hovering over?
He was hovering over a dead shot.
Oh.
And that was a very specific hover over, so I was thinking he was definitely considering it. Wouldn't be surprised if Songoku doesn't win this next one if he switches.
Yeah, so if he loses this one, we may see Predator switch. I know in previous games, like I said, I am familiar with him. He has played multiple characters, so we'll have to see.
And you know, this is really interesting to see because most of the time, Superman players don't really have strong ults. Superman is a character that does so fine against every character in the entire game. And so normally you see him and you're just like, okay, yeah, you just play Superman, play some other characters for fun. But Songoku, as a Superman player, who obviously has a great Catwoman.
And everything else, apparently.
Yeah, I want to see if he's going to switch more in the rest of the tournament. Oh, what a quick recovering projectile. Able to recover in time.
That was did that cross up?
I don't know, that was weird. just a raw neutral jump. I think he's trying to bait the jump.
Yeah, and actually this is a really good adaptation that I'm noticing from Predator.
Using 2 meters here, going for the side switch again. Oh, okay, so the wake up actually auto-corrected, but he still stuffed it. Now, one of the tough things here is that Predator's running away, but you can't actually force chip on Catwoman because of that.
Ah, there we go.
So what that move is that's her projectile / mid counter, and it dodges mids and highs, and completely just avoids it, and it also gives her a cat scratch and builds her meter. So you literally cannot force chip on her with Superman. She can literally just meow, meow, meow.
And her trait, the 5 cat strike, is actually a completely safe wake up.
Yeah, and you can meter burn it now.
Amount of damage.
That's new. You can meter burn it to make it plus. Yeah, on block. And yeah, it does insane damage. It does more damage than most characters get meterless just by itself.
Yeah.
And it's really important to manage that. It also goes nice on breaks the armor.
And honestly, it's even Firestorm, who has one of the fastest back threes in the game, it's almost impossible to armor back 3 or forward 3 Catwoman because that jump 2 has so much range, and then the next normal comes out so fast.
Right, and wow, doesn't quite get the follow-up.
Oh, wait a second.
He can literally just sit there and dodge everything.
Backdash.
He needs to play patient, but he gets opened up, and he could have clashed the breath, but he didn't think he was going to get hit. That was a very nice comeback, but I think that Songoku was just being a little bit too impatient. Like I said, you cannot force zoning chip on Catwoman, and then Superman doesn't even get any sort of a meter lead overall because you're dodging it.
In fact, she gets the meter lead.
Right, and then once she gets the meter lead, she can meter burn Cat Dash to challenge you from throwing lasers. She can meter burn back 3 to check you in footsies, and she just uses all of her meter just so well. So I don't feel like it was a really necessary thing for Songoku to go in right there.
I agree. Well, still a chance here for Songoku, but only 1 game left as Kinetic Predator leads 2-1 in this set to see who's going to go to the grand finals.
Begin.
And just as a reminder, although this will take them to the grand finals, there will still be the points there for Balding as though he lost in loser's final.
Yes, that is very important. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Right, so the loser of this will still get the, I believe it's the 4th place.
3rd or 4th?
No, it'll be 4th because Balding will get 3rd guaranteed.
Because he came out from winners, yeah.
Right, so the loser of this match will still be getting the 4th place.
Which is still very good point
yeah, definitely. I mean,
because you want to be in the top 4 for your region, so that's 4th place is definitely good.
Right, I mean, that's literally like the guideline.
The cutoff, yeah.
But every little point counts. As we saw from the MKX Pro League, every point counts. I mean, we saw so many people going out from ties.
Well, there was a season where we actually had like 2 or 3 different tiebreakers.
It was
like
a three-way tie between Rio, Dab, and Rolling Shadow or something like that? Crazy City. Rio, Dab, Crazy City.
Yeah, Crazy City.
What a three-way tie that was.
Oh, those are good times.
And
not good times for Songoku right now.
No, definitely not.
Really good adjustments from Predator, honestly.
He needs to borrow the Kryptonite.
Wait, what? No, he is super. Why would he borrow?
What? No, I mean Songoku.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah, he needs the Kryptonite.
You got me all confused. I was thinking about Dab, Crazy Steady, and Rio.
Sorry. I know they're all like all your favorite players.
And they all also play this game?
Ooh, well, I hope we get to see a little bit of them, or maybe not if they keep placing well at tournaments.
Oh, you're right. Well, Dab technically just wants...
Dab is #1 in his points for the...
for his region. Yeah. NorCal.
But now both players on their last life bar. Predator just needs to take about 40% life right now.
500 damage, 520.
So any touch. No, I'm just kidding. Superman's damage actually isn't quite that high in this game, but it will open him up for the dive bomb reset, which should be able to close it out. Songoku doesn't want that, though. I like that he jumps over to take the quarterback. Oh, that's a huge damage.
Oh, wait a second.
He went for the reset right there.
Yeah, he did.
That was intentional, and that should have been the kill, but it wasn't.
Oh, that was a waste of meter. If you're just doing that to get some damage, there was no reason to burn.
he just totally avoided the dive bomb, jumps air-to-air whip, avoiding the dash punch.
Oh, and there it is.
Falling, looking up at Superman dive bombing you from the sky. That is how so many people have lost in Injustice. It is the classic. So Predator is moving on, and he would have actually mirror matched his teammate Balding had Balding been here, but unfortunately he's not. So that means that grand finals for tonight is going to be Kinetic Predator against Kevo Demand.
Superman, Black Adam.
Ooh, and that is actually
two of the worst characters in the game.
Oh yeah, totally inviable, completely inviable.
Facing off.
Now this has always been
Epic
a bit
battle.
of a legendary character matchup.
Super people.
Super people.
Go ahead.
There's lots of
I got
super
really
people in this
into it right
game.
there.
You are very much into it.
Yeah.
No, but that has always been a very legendary matchup. Superman versus Black
Especially
Adam.
Injustice 1, yeah.
Yeah, in Injustice 1 and in Injustice 2.
Even in the comics as well.
That is true. Superman with his vulnerability to magic. It's always been a very good matchup, and it changes based on like the patches, and nobody really knows exactly who wins it this time around.
You know, I don't know who actually. Yeah, I don't know who technically wins that matchup this time around.
Right. Both characters have some new things. Both characters have some.
I will say the one thing that actually really helps Adam in this situation against Superman is 4-2-3 breath. If he goes for another 4-2, the forward 1 from Adam actually beats it now.
Right. It adds just a little bit more to the mind game.
Right.
And now he can down 2 to beat it. Like you can do 4-2-3 breath, duck, wait for the forward 1 with punish it with the down 2.
Yeah.
There are a lot of mind games.
The thing I think that Superman really excels is because of the way that he does end up getting in eventually, and putting Adam in the corner, especially with Superman's tools, and the fact that Adam lacks a reliable wake-up, means that it's almost guaranteed to take a life bar if Superman can get Adam in the corner.